Hello everyone, I just finished working out, but I wanted to shoot this video real quick to tell you about 3 different series that I hope to have started in the next week or 2. The first series is called Lost in Translation. By the way, thank you, Amy at Amy Gets Lit, for the title of this series. I was originally going to call it Amateur Translator, but decided on Lost in Translation instead when Amy suggested it. What the series is going to be about is I'm going to take a book that was originally written in English, then translate in Spanish. I'm going to take the Spanish version and retranslate it back into English. For example, the first book I'm starting out with is The Old Man and the Sea, or El Viejo y el Mar. And I'm going to be doing this page by page of translating. I'll take probably a page every 10 or 15 pages because I'm not going to do the whole book for the series as far as filming it, but I will take a page that I've done and talk about that. What I'll do is I'll read out the page in Spanish. My apologies if my pronunciation is not very good, but I'll read out a page or paragraph in Spanish. I'll share my translation of that page or paragraph, and then I'll read from the source material what, Ernest Hemingway actually wrote. I'll talk about my difficulties, some of the words that I've learned, and also some of the nuances that come in translating, because that's a very, very difficult thing to do as I'm learning now. But I will say I have my trusty little Spanish to English dictionary. One of the rules I set out for myself with this series was to try not to just put it all into Google Translate. I'm actually trying to translate it myself. So that's the first series. I'm hoping to have the first episode of this, or the first video of this, up next week. The next series that I'm going to be doing is called Reviewing Romance. My boyfriend always tells me I love love, and that's very apt. I am very much into 2 characters forming a connection and a relationship. And really, it doesn't have to be romance for me to, be a fan of friendship or anything. But I've been trying to read more romance lately. And the thing with romance is I really want the 2 characters to have a genuine connection. And so I decided to start this series to just talk about the relationship. Do they have one that is healthy, that is 2 people truly making a connection? And I'm doing this mainly because that's what I'm interested in when I read a romance. Granted, hanky-panky is alright to read, but I really want that human connection between characters. So what I'm going to be looking at is there something beyond the attraction? So is there something that attracts the other as far as personality, as far as chemistry goes? Is there trust in the relationship? Is there communication? Is there kindness? So those are going to be the things that I'll tick off, and I'll try and use examples when I go through the romance novels. Now, they will be non-spoilery, but yes, that is going to be one of my series as well. The last series I'm going to be talking about is my Whale of a Tale series. Now, this series is going to be where I take a book that is around 1,000 pages. It may be a little bit less or a little bit more, depending on the book, but they're going to be huge tomes of books. It's not going to be, about 400 pages or 500 pages. It's going to be close to 1,000. I'm going to go through those books and talk about scene by scene or chapter by chapter what happens. And then I'm going to give a brief small analysis about either 1 or 2 of the scenes or 1 or 2 of the chapters. Now, the book I started with, and I don't know if mistakes were made, but it's Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. You've probably seen this on my current reads, or I've talked about it before. But this is the book that I'm starting out with, and it's very, very dense. I've been reading this for a while now, and I haven't really made too much of a dent, but I want to crack down and really dig into the pages. This is not going to be a weekly series. My other 2, the Lost in Translation, I want to be weekly until I finish that book. And the Reviewing Romance, for whenever I read a romance, I'll post up a review of that. But this one is not going to be every week the way I originally thought it was going to be. Probably every 2 weeks I'll have an episode up. I'm going to be trying to push myself on that. But I'm going to be going through the events, going into a bit of a deep dive and a little bit of analysis. I would do an analysis of every scene, every chapter, but that would be like 5 hours for 50 pages. So we're not doing that. But I am pretty excited to talk about this because I have a lot of thoughts, as you can probably see. So those are the 3 series that I have planned out and hopefully will start posting around a week or 2. If you like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you like seeing my face talk about books, please hit that subscribe. And by all means, if you have any comments about the series that are coming up or any questions, you can leave a comment down in this down below. I was going to say in the description below, but I don't think you can do that. But down below. Thank you so much, and as always, may you get lost in a book.